Peace. Think fast. Want to speak on how, with the subconscious programming and, social engineering in essence. But this more so to, it's a mixture of social engineering and subconscious programming, which they kind of somewhat one and the same, but not really. Uh, but seeing how the media is going to a place of pulling on people's nostalgic heartstrings right now. As a matter of fact, I normally don't even get into this type of information I'm getting into, but getting out of full moon and Taurus, getting out of this rigidness routine, trying to come up with different, little segments. Also trying to make sure I expand outside of my YouTube channel and bracelets. You know what I'm saying? Finding more ways of income and revenue. But I see like the setup in sports, where they setting up for this nostalgia, because how people talk about, man, I remember when I was a little kid and this team used to play that team all the time. Man, I love to see that, like I don't watch football no more, but man, if those two teams played each other, man, I'd be all in, you know what I'm saying? Or, that's the whole vibe, of what they preying on, that nostalgic feeling that we get from, dealing with, say for instance too, like old TV shows. I saw they got a new MacGyver out, they re-came out with Roseanne, or they may just be replaying old shows. Matter of fact, I gotta do a video on Alien Nation. Alien Nation is the show that came out in like 1980, like in the late 80s, like 1988, around that time, with the aliens who came to Earth, and they had like the bald heads with the little spots in it, which that's a direct, after watching the movie last night, that's like a direct correlation to quote unquote black people, melanated people in America, which I'm gonna get into that. But they bringing back these old shows, is again, what we focus on grows, and right now is, one of the most important times, in our recent time, to be dealing with our spirit, to be dealing with our soul, to be finding out, the truer, or the reality of our being, and finding out how to elevate our soul right now. That's, what's very important. So what they're trying to do is get you to be just, watching TV, and doing things that's not benefiting your mind, body, and soul, But on the college sports, on the football tip, don't be surprised if they set up, I call it a good old boy battle, because in essence, two of the most, you could say kind of like let's not use that word, you tag them. Two establishments that embrace, a vibe of not too much dealing with the way melanated people act, you know what I'm saying, or melanated people in general. Because I think about Notre Dame, where it was like back in the day playing against Miami. And it was like, oh, because Miami was full of, the black brothers, Matter of fact, Miami was the first ones to bring celebrating and dancing to football, Because all the brethren from the hood, you know what I'm saying, like getting it in. And Notre Dame was just holier, matter of fact, Catholic Church, enough said, you know what I'm saying. But that's what, runs that school. So it's like, oh, look at these guys, being so flamboyant and this and that, you know what I'm saying. Somebody needs to teach them a lesson, or them slaves need to be tamed, As a matter of fact, that's like, indirectly what, all the sports analysts and, people from Notre Dame coming at, so that's one of them schools, you know what I'm saying. And then you got Alabama. I mean, dude, Sweet Home Alabama. Who made that song? Was that Leonard Skinner? Enough said. Because again, is that vibe anyway of people trying to, brush to aside the obvious, but it's still, still like trafficking, slaves, I care about you enough to play football for this program and for this school to make this school some money, But as you bring money into this school just gonna big up this school. This school don't give a fuck about how how your community is and how you're being fucked over in your community. They just want you to play football for them on Saturday or eventually on Sunday. And like that's it. They're gonna smile enough to recruit you and be like, oh yeah, we care this much. But at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but, you know, anyway, the Alabama Notre Dame set up for the national championship. That seems like, matter of fact, I don't want to spoiler alert LSU, but you might not be winning that game next week. But again, just survive. I'm feeling, you never know. Cause put it like this, as they are wanting to set up that situation, we growing in certain ways, matter of fact, just like how I'm bringing this up, they were like, all right, nah, too many people expecting it, and they just gonna see how we setting this up too much, so let's switch it around and, allow for these other teams to go, you know what I'm saying, like, it could, fall into that situation as well. And also with the NBA, I catch the vibe of, Lakers, Celtics, way before time, Kyrie Irving used to be on the team with LeBron, sent to the Celtics. LeBron now at the Lakers, two old teammates. You got the Brethren Howard on the Celtics, who they looking to be like like Larry Bird. Shout out to Bird, man. But that's the whole vibe, is like trying to create this nostalgic, they did it, matter of fact, where they set up with Kobe and Kevin Garnett and them going to the Celtics, and it's like trying to get everybody tuned in the TV while they, creating whatever laws and, doing whatever, and then matter of fact, and having you paying attention to this while not, paying attention to your meditation, to eating healthy, to finding out what subconscious programming is, and learning about your soul, instead of doing that, you so nostalgically caught up in, man, the Lakers and Celtics, man, you remember the last time they played? Oh man, Alabama, Notre Dame, man, I never thought I'd see that in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? That's what they trying to, that's what they're trying to create with that situation. So, just being aware. Again, bringing old TV shows back, or creating movies, redoing movies that was old movies that was nostalgic to everybody, redoing it. Matter of fact, they're trying to reprogram everybody, make sure the social engineering is on point, because I think they got a movie with the moon landing coming back out, to kind of like reinforce everybody's brains they're trying to reinforce people's brains to, like, oh yeah, we really did go to the moon, and trying to check and see where everybody at, because they're going to look at, how the movies sell, like, all right, moon landing movie ain't sell shit. Like, all right, we know these motherfuckers woke, so we can't be that obvious with our operation. And again, though, you see with our awareness, they have to fall back, and you start to see that, again, it is more of a choice than what people under the illusion of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just takes your awareness, you know what I'm saying? Like, is awareness, and then, operating from that aware state. So it's like, all right, I'm aware that Hollywood is playing on my brain, so I'm going to stay away from watching too much TV or too many movies, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to learn about subconscious programming before, I watch these movies the way I'm watching them, you know what I'm saying? But again, the more we have awareness, the less they're able to just pull any kind of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So, that's the whole vibe, being aware. So yeah, they're gonna be pulling at them nostalgic heartstrings, so be aware. They might, matter of fact, because I think of myself, one day they'll get me with, if they put Rocco's Modern Life back on TV, I'll probably go to looking for a TV to go watch it. And again, you see, and matter of fact, and back to like what I tell people, with some people like got, feeling some kind of way with bringing up like you know, how the Grateful Dead and the Beatles was used, and a lot of these other, like Pink Floyd and a lot of these other rock bands used, you know, with the Tavistock Institute and the social engineering. But it's like, you know, hey, like we all been duped by some type of programming, you know what I'm saying? Like we all nostalgically tied to something that been programming us in a negative way, you know, because they've been running us through it, you know what I'm saying? So again, you know, it ain't it ain't nothing wrong with to feel kind of like, oh damn, man, I really was into that show. I really was into that band. I really, you know, was liking watching sports or whatever. You know, it's like, you know, it ain't, you know, it is what it is. You know, we find out we fell for the banana in the tailpipe. And I was like, all right, I'm aware now. I won't fall for any more bananas in the tailpipe. You know, simple and plain. But peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrator course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Peace.